Well, Montreal is the team that, along with Ottawa, gets a lot of flack. But I'm going to say right now, Montreal did a smart thing this morning by extending Paul Byron by 4 more years at an average value of $3.4 million per season. It's a good contract for a guy who scored 20 goals in back-to-back seasons. There's no risk, so let's just say that he has 10 goals this year and he's just awful. It doesn't really matter because it's really not that big of a contract. And not only that, he's in the final year of a 3-year, $3.5 million contract. So in terms of raises, yeah, he gets a raise from 1.2 to 3.4, but that's completely reasonable. It's the kind of signing that I see Bergevin make, and I'm thinking, why does there have to be so much drama? Why do so many players end up leaving Montreal? It's strange to me because it's a very reasonable contract for both sides. I said last night, I like 4-year contracts. I think that's a perfect length, and it works. Byron has managed to uh, realize his potential in Montreal. And honestly, this coming season, he could end up having a pretty solid year because of the fact that Montreal, for scoring, they don't have a ton of 20 goal scorers. So Byron will get every chance to hit at least hit 20 again this year and maybe go beyond that. He's a hard worker though, so even when he's not scoring, he is still visible out there. He's still a guy that you want on your team. And that's important too because there's guys who will score you 20, 25 goals, but when they're not scoring, when they're on a cold streak, they're invisible or they're hurting your team. Byron isn't one of those guys. So he seems like a really good all-around team guy and honestly, Bergevin's got to keep things together and find a way to build this up. I'm going to be very interested to see what happens from here, both with guys like Byron and with the kind of season that Montreal could end up having this year and what they end up doing with Kotkaniemi, who, and I understand Montreal fans are saying, well, he's not going to play this year, but they keep putting him in first and second line situations in the preseason, so we'll see. But you got to have veteran guys like Byron around, and he was almost a year out from being a free agent, anyways. So again, and I've said this before, if you can get out ahead of that and not worry about a guy going to free agency, you're better off. So a 20-goal scorer is staying in Montreal, and there's some good news for Montreal fans. Let me know what you guys think about the contract in the comment section below, as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.